To the 30.
Complete to Tevin Coleman. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some more time.
All right, back to football. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. Oh, able to now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Bills nothing. Kicking off for San Francisco.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Allen off the play fake. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Allen finding Brown for a Bills first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and...
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Play action. Now it's Allen. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
9 yards.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense at 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they change things up on 1st down, trying to throw the ball. Incomplete. So they come back on 2nd down and say, forget that. Hand it off to the big man. And he ends up making it a manageable 3rd down.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
At the 43-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. Skip the ball.
On play action, Allen, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First down, Buffalo.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And 1 at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd and 1, Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Coleman. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Put that team on the clock. Like 17. Double dog. That's the way. Jump. Kill.
11.
Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Here we go. Like 20. Let's pin the mirrors back and go. 2.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
At the Bills' 42-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Mike 17. Here we go. Jim.
Coleman gets the pitch. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
It's now 3rd down.
Here we go. Like 80.
17's Mike 17. Get that quarterback.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Buffalo.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Allen's throw is complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And the Bills' first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gus Edwards with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bills 14, 49ers 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Intercepted by the Bills.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Taken down at the 22-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gus Edwards. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills will extend their lead. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd down, Mostert. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman.
Garoppolo's pass.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup at 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
4.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. McKenzie now to return it. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
20-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Allen flush to his right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Edwards. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A final shot before half for Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Complete.
From 3 yards out, and the Bills will add on to their lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen. But when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Flushed out right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Say alert! 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 Hey, check 24! Check 24! 11!
Garoppolo looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And some space here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He pitches it. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Next to score, Bills 28, 49ers 14. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21-14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
First down, Bills.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Once again, it's Mostert, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
48-yard line.
21. Go ahead.
Garoppolo on first down. Samuel bringing in the slant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Deebo Samuel. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 2.
21. Here we go.
Running the counter with Mostert. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers get a score closer.
Point after.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Buffalo.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. To throw again. Allen, he's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Buffalo.
A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes the score Bills 42, 49ers 21. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And all the way down to the 35. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now this throw caught left side. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
13 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A gain of
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Brought down by Matt Milano.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
42-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
Allen's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15. But it's 3rd down.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Allen off the play fake. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Final score, Bills 42, 49ers 21.